Good evening, and welcome to tonight's episode. Tonight we will be exploring a tale here in the Dallas area. Now you see, Dallas is famous for many things, and known for many stories, and quite honestly, is known for a few ghost stories. So tonight we will be exploring one of those ghost stories, perhaps the most famous one of them all, the Lady of the Lake. White Rock Lake, located in the heart of Dallas. A place where people go to go out for a walk, maybe take the bike out, perhaps go on a canoe trip, maybe a picnic, or perhaps some time spent with man's best friend. Basically, a good time to enjoy the outdoors. But this hub of pastimes is known for something else. Indeed, it is also known for a haunting. If you're not familiar with the story, it goes a little bit like this. If you happen to be driving down Lawther Road on an evening, or one lonely night perhaps, you may encounter a hitchhiker on the side of the road over there. A young woman. And what you'll quickly notice about this young woman is she's dripping wet. So, let's say she waves you down, and you pull over to the side, and you start interacting with her. And she'll say that, maybe she'll say something along the lines that she got lost, or she fell in the water and got broken away from her group, and she needs a ride home. Now, here's where the stories vary depending on the source. Now, she may ask for a ride home, and the destination is somewhere off of Gaston Avenue, or Gaston Road, I should say, or somewhere in Oak Cliff, and even some stories or accounts saying that she asked for a ride somewhere else. But it's all the same. She asked for a ride home. Now, as the people arrive to the destination, regardless of the address, this is where things become more similar again. So they'll get to the destination, they'll get to the house, and as they're pulling up, and they get out, and they go and knock on the door, the person answering it will say, "That girl, she died a while ago." And so these kind people that picked up this poor hitchhiker will go back to the car, perplexed, and realize that she's disappeared. And all that's left in the back seat, or wherever she was sitting, is a puddle of water. So, where did this story come about in the first place? Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we can give this credit to a woman named Anne Clark, who wrote this story about the Lady of the Lake back in 1943. Now, there is the Texas Folklore Society that published The Ghost of White Rock in Backwoods to Border. Now, this is where we get the account of a young woman in a sheer white dress asking folks for a ride home after her boat tipped over, indicating the other folks are okay, but she needs to get home. Now, in Anne Clark's story, this is where we get the destination of the home being an oak cliff. Another version of the story is from a person named Guy Malloy, who was a window dresser from Neiman Marcus. Now, this story comes a little later in the 50s, and his account has the girl living off of Gaston. And of course, wearing Neiman Marcus clothes. Now, an interesting note about White Rock Lake is it actually made it to be part of Reader's Digest most haunted bodies of water in the world. So it joins the ranks of the Devil's Pool in Australia, Mancha Swamp, the Lower Yellowstone Falls in Wyoming, and the Bermuda Triangle, to name a few. Stories for another episode, so you'll just have to stay tuned for those. What's interesting about the ghost of White Rock Lake is that there are similar stories throughout the world. Not about a hitchhiker per se, but about a woman that is a ghost wearing a white dress. So this falls under the White Lady phenomenon. This is a term used for ghosts that are women that wear white. And usually they appear after tragedies. I want to thank you for watching tonight's episode, and I hope that you have found it intriguing. Stay tuned for more episodes coming soon. And be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications for new episodes. Everyone have a good evening. Take care. And remember to stay intrigued.